couple of tips and tricks with the Eliminator. When you're getting it mounted, it's very, very important to notice that you have on the rear section a set of mounting cross slots here, and the front section is flat. The reason for this is not all weaver bases are aligned the same. So we've got a nice flat area to make sure that we can get it mounted securely. When we get the Eliminator properly seated in these slots, we'll go ahead and tighten down these nuts to 50 inch-pounds. The reason for that is you'll get the cross bolts to seat in their clamps and have a nice secure hold. Now on the front, for that smooth section, you may notice in your accessories box these small shims marked A, B, and C. What these are for is, in the case of certain rifles, may have a integrally built canted rail, such as let's say about a 20 MOA rail. If that's the case, you'll want to bring the Eliminator flat in order for it to function properly. So you'll use this shim underneath the front mount. You'll put the slot of the shim on the front mounting clamp and attach the Eliminator. Now that we have our Eliminator seated, before we tighten it down to that 50 inch-pounds, we'll want to make sure and push the mounting clamps as far forward as possible. The reason for this is to protect against recoil. Recoil is going to bring the rifle back, and if you have your clamps snug up against the front of each recoil block, you won't have any slop in there. Now, once you've got your Eliminator mounted and it's time to take it out to the range, there's two very important things to consider. First off, in order for the software to function properly, it has to be zeroed dead on at 100 yards. None of this 2 inches high or zeroing at 75 yards, anything like that. It has to be at 100 in order for the computer software to correctly calculate and plot your ballistic drop. One thing regarding the rangefinder, it's very important to keep the objective lens clean. It is critical to the function of the rangefinder and to calculating the ballistics. The battery compartment is located on this turret on the left-hand side of the scope. A couple of important points about the battery. It's good for about 12 to 1400 cycles. At the end of hunting season, you'll want to go ahead and remove the battery. You don't want it to be drawing a charge. You may end up taking it out on your hunt next season and not have enough juice. One excellent feature is when you store your programming for the Eliminator, it's stored in hard memory. So when you remove the battery, like so, your programming is saved. You don't have to worry about programming again until you need to change it.